So the RØDECASTER video isn't just for live streaming. This thing has helped me become so much more productive when it comes to making YouTube videos, Amazon videos, social media content. Everything that I do on this channel is controlled or recorded on the RØDECASTER video. I want to talk about it today because I've been using this for a few months now. Now, Rode did send me this to review originally when it was first released, so I did that video for them. I was able to keep the device, which is very kind of them, but now I've been using it for a long time. I'm going to be giving you my honest opinion about how this has really helped me become so much more productive. Number one, I can record internally on this to an external SSD. So I've got the Samsung T7 plugged in, 1TB into the RØDECASTER video, and I just press this record button here, and I can record my whole show, everything I'm doing, all the cameras that I'm using into this one device, and then I can either do it in post-processing or I can just do simple videos. Like I do a lot of videos for Amazon, the Amazon influencer program, and they're just simple basic reviews showing people what the product is, how big it is, and why you should buy it, how I found it advantageous, and I just record that video with one click. Basically, just press the big red record button here, it records internally, and I can bust out 20, 30 videos for Amazon. And that not only earns me a lot more commission, a lot more money, but it's just a lot faster to do. So that is my first thing. Recording internally to this external Samsung SSD has been, well, it's been pretty much a game changer for me. So recording internally is one thing, so you can just do the show as is seen. So it records the show, basically if you're live switching through different cameras as you're talking, it records that show and the switching and the audio file. But not only that, you can record ISO. So what that means is that I can record all the devices separately onto the SSD, transfer those individual files onto the computer, and edit them in post-production in a multicam shot on Final Cut Pro, or just by literally cutting them up as I want the viewer to see the video in post-production. So that is very good. The fact that it's got ISO recording is something that's really handy for more advanced videos. So for YouTube, it does record everything that I do. The audio, if I want to use an external audio source like the Shure, I can add that into it as well, and then sync all the files and audio up in post-production. The only drawback to that is that at the moment, the RØDECASTER video only records and streams in a maximum of 1080p. But there's a little trick on YouTube where you record in 1080p. Most people do this actually. Some of the big YouTubers still do this as well, where they record in 1080p and they edit the file in Final Cut or Premiere Pro. Then they export it as a 4K file. And then when you upload it to YouTube, YouTube kind of thinks it's a 4K file and processes it as a 4K file. And the difference in the quality is indistinguishable. It really is. So not having 4K on this at the moment is not a massive issue. I fully expect the next version of the RØDECASTER video to have 4K capabilities, but when I did the review they kind of said that it would cause some glitching and they wanted everything just to run smoothly with the device, so it only supported 1080p for the moment, and that for me is perfectly fine. The next thing is the fact that I only have to have this device. The video and the audio is built in, it's all in here, there's no separate devices. Before I was using another small switcher from OC, which is still really good by the way if you're after a cheaper option, and then I had the RØDECASTER Duo on the side here with my audio plugged in, and I had to sort of sync them up in post-production, or I had to add in OBS a separate audio source. With the RØDECASTER video, everything is in here. We've got 2 XLR inputs in the back, and we've got 4 HDMI inputs on here for different video sources, not to mention the USB-C ports, which can be used for web cameras, PTZ cameras as well. So everything's just built in. You can control the audio, you can control the video, the feed, the output. It's got 2 outputs as well. So everything is just controlled in one device, and that's what I absolutely adore about it. Everything's compact, it's there, it works. It has the same really good preamps, the Evolution preamps that the other RØDECASTER devices have. It sounds good, looks amazing. I'm really impressed with it. The next way I use this is simply as a monitoring device. So I've got this set up on my desk here where I've got one camera there, a camera above, I might have a camera to the side or a camera over there, but everything's in one place, and then I monitor what I'm looking at as I'm recording it. It's important to see what's going on when you're recording, so if I'm doing an overhead shot and I'm showing you something, I can look on the screen over there to make sure that it is in focus and you can see it before I carry on talking and recording. So the other thing I can do over here is that I can press the inspect button on the device, and that gives me a side-by-side view of both the cameras I'm using at the moment. So I've got the overhead shot over there, and I've got the shot of me talking there. I've got this separate camera just so you can see me from this angle, not plugged into the RØDECASTER video at the moment, but I did for the longest time have a third camera there plugged in via the HDMI into here to switch between 3 different shots. You can of course have up to 4 HDMI inputs plus another PTZ camera on the side as well, like a webcam or something. So that's what I do. It's just a good quality monitoring device. You don't have to record directly into this if you don't want to. You can record separately in your cameras for 4K quality if you really need it. But I can still monitor the cameras and what's going on as I'm doing the video, and my production is being fully monitored. Having 2 outputs is especially handy because I can have one output here, which I do, dedicated to my overhead shot, because you know when you're doing tech videos, the overhead shot is important, so I can look there straight ahead of me. I don't have to look off to the side. I can see on this screen here that the overhead shot is recording and everything's in focus, and then if I just want to check my face shot over there, I can just glance to the left. And then the beauty of post-production and editing is if for any reason I'm talking and I want to keep that bit in the video and I see myself glance off, then I can just put some B-roll over that and you don't even see me doing it in the video. So as a production studio, it is phenomenal. So those are just some of the ways I'm using the RØDECASTER video over the last few months. There is so much more to this. I did a whole review, I'll link it up above, but there is more. There's like green screen, there's overlays I could do live. There are some things that I wish it had, and I might do a separate video on that one coming up, but it's not perfect. But for me, it has absolutely helped me become so much more productive over the last few months. It has totally changed the way I make videos on this channel. So that's it for this one. I hope it helped. If you want to grab a RØDECASTER video, there will be a link in the description down below. That will be an affiliate link, and while you're down there, please make sure that you subscribe. It really does help. Only 1.2% of you that watch this video are subscribed, I think, so you know it does help. It's free to do. Make sure you do subscribe. While you're here, make sure you check out this video over here. YouTube thinks you might like that one, and check out this video. This might be the RØDECASTER review, so if you want to watch that now, go over there and watch that one. Appreciate you. See you soon. Bye, guys.